Aha. Ah, yes. Ah. We're gonna put that here. Hello, friends. Now, I am in a much different place than I usually am. I have temporarily moved out of my apartment for a couple of weeks due to obvious reasons. And so I have decided to come down to my parents' farm. They have this very small farm in an undisclosed location. Sorry, I'm really distracted right now because I'm home alone on the weekend. I am taking care of all the farm stuff for the whole weekend because my parents are helping my brother move into his new house. And I am watching the sheep out of the window right now. And there's one of them that is like this close to having her lambs. And it's a very tense situation because I'm responsible. Like, I'm gonna be all like the midwife if, she has her lambs. And I am, the only person here, the only responsible adult. So I'm a little excited and a little scared because I haven't tried doing this alone before. Well, I guess 2020 is the year where we try all kinds of new things we didn't expect. What I really wanted to do was just make a video where I have a little bit of a relaxing time and I show you around the farm for a change and show you what I do in a weekend like this. So I'm just gonna go through all the kinds of stuff I want to do this weekend. And right now it is a lovely Friday evening. I've had dinner. I am sitting up in front of a fireplace that I have lit myself because I'm a handyman. You can call me the name of that guy, Thoreau, because I'm independent. I feel like I had more to say, or like a gag or something, but no. So let's go over to voiceover a little bit for a change. Yes, it is voiceover time, and what better way to start a relaxing weekend than having a relaxing bubble bath, complete with soaking in hot water until you realize the temperature is slightly too high and you have an internal mini crisis over it. But I got better and had a relaxing night's sleep. But then I woke up to this. It turned out 2 of the lambs had been born in the early morning. Nej, der er også for meget, der sker. Undskyld, vi skal nok gå nu. Rute, hold kæft! To celebrate, I spent my morning making easy yeasty buns, the process of which I will speed through. Put fresh yeast and sugar in a bowl, then attempt to salt bae your bowl, but instead have half the salt roll into your sleeve, add water, mix with your dough hook hand before adding all the flour. Then you mix on high for about 6 minutes and let the dough rest while attempting a time lapse that your camera only filmed half of, but that's okay, you just need to let your dough puff up before you show it who's boss. Form the dough into dough balls that you then put to rest under dough blankets for a good while before baking. They should come out looking like this, and they should be mom approved. Now we're not on a camera stand anymore because I got my eternally patient mom to film me walking around the farm to say hi to all our little moopsies. First up is our sheep. Here's one of my favorites. He's called Christopher and he's very cuddly, and he was immediately joined by my favorite ladies that all wanted to say hi and have a scritchy scratch behind their ears. Sådan en version af Tiger King, men hvor det er får I stedet, ikke? Man ligger og ruller rundt sammen med sine dyr.
Og sådan tvinger, du skal åbne munden på dem, sådan tvinge dem til at vise deres tænder.
Absolutely. Then I got to get respectfully close to the newborn lambs that there now were 4 of, just in case it wasn't obvious that this wasn't all filmed the next day. The moms are very protective of the babies, of course, so I kept a bit of distance but still got close enough to show you just how incredibly cute a newborn baby lamb is. Then there's a clip of me posing with some hay and attempting a fist bump with one of my ladies. And here I am trying again to reach out and see if a curious lamb wanted to talk to me, but they've got way too much going on, like discovering what grass is and learning to run, literally only like half a day after being born. Then me and my mom ventured into the cow enclosure, in which I sneakily sneaked some bread in to give to them. Our cows are not very cuddly, they're a very shy type of cows. You can see here they first run away from me because I accidentally spooked them a bit. But you can get them to slobber your hand with saliva if you have a piece of bread in your palm, and if you're lucky, you get to pet them a little bit. Now, cows are very big animals and you have to respect their size because they don't know that they can knock you on your ass if you hold the bread a little too long, like I'm doing here with my little avoidance stance. I quickly ran out of bread and got overwhelmed, so when that happens, you have to put your hands up as if you're being held up by the cow police. And then one of the chickens showed up. Oh, hi, Miss Chicken. I then tried to see if anyone wanted cuddles, even after I've run out of food for them, but it was unsuccessful. Then I got to see Miss Chicken sunbathe, and we ran into the other chickens before bidding our goodbyes. Then it was time to go to the piggies, led by my dog. They immediately get excited when they see you approaching, because they know it means either cuddles or food, so I was immediately swarmed with lots of snouts, and the very relaxing sounds that pigs make.
Du har ikke arme nok til alle de gris.
Nej. Our pigs are woolen because they are Hungarian Mangalitsa pigs that look like a cross between a sheep and a pig. And fun fact, they are designed by nature to be friend-shaped. Here you see them having a relaxing time in the sun, as they always have when they're napping. They like to lie in groups like this. For a completely natural transition between that segment and the next, here's our banana tree in my mom's winter garden. In light of the fact that I filmed this at the beginning of Easter, I wanted to make a lamb-shaped cake, also to celebrate the recent birth of the first lambs. To make your own lamb cake, don't follow these steps. I recommend using your best Google skills to seek out a recipe. But what I did was mash 2 cocoa cakes together, although as you can see I wasn't satisfied at first, but then I stared at it some more and moved on. To make the decoration, start by attacking an innocent roll of marzipan, and then dye it black, grayish. Kan du ikke se, at det er et lam allerede? Jo. Spørger jeg, fordi jeg kan ikke se det selv. Then you cut out the longer conversation you had with your mom about the believability of your lamb cake and roll out your marzipan. Then drape the marzipan over the cake construction and mush it. Just give it a mush it around. You then decorate further with buttercream that you've left in the piping bag for too long in the fridge, so it won't come out until you've patiently let it warm up enough to pipe it out. And then you pipe little curls onto the lamb, and if you feel like it, wink at the camera. I'm sure someone out there needed that. Then your lamb will look like this after adding a face with icing. Then after eating your cake for about a week, it's gonna look like this. I wanted to have a relaxing time sewing a fun top for myself. I traced a turtleneck I have and cut the double fabric out, but you don't see the whole process of me cutting it because it's not something you do with one hand. And then I sewed the edges and tried it on and concluded that it's not quite fitted, so I took in the sides and bam! Much better. I then cut to me in our workshop area where I had some more fabric ready to be cut out in leaf shapes that I pretended to make a leaf rain with, and then I painted them, and apparently forgot to film that part, but it's okay because I got the part where I sew the leaves onto the top of the top. And here's the finished look. You wanna be on top? Thank you, friends, for watching this video to the end, and I hope you've had a bit of a relaxing time with me here today. I know I sure tried. Bye!